matter how hard I try.
Yo, what is up guys, Cody here, and today I am back with some more Injustice 2. Now before we start this video, I want to ask you guys if you can go ahead and leave a like down below. Let's make our goal for today, let's make it a small goal, let's make it for 3 likes. I would really appreciate that. It would really help out my channel if you leave a like down below. So with that said, let's get it started. Now today is going to be a different video than what I normally do, which are gameplays. As you probably read from the title, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my DLC predictions for Injustice 2. Now of course these are just completely my opinion. I don't want to start any fights or anything in the comments. I mean it's just my opinion, everyone has their own point of view. So let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, so first up we have our Fighter Pack 1, which everyone pretty much knows because it's been released by NetherRealm. And basically what it contains are 3 fighters, and it has Red Hood, which we already got on June 13th, as you can see. Then over here we have Sub-Zero, which you could pretty much tell by the shape that it's Sub-Zero. And he is confirmed to be released sometime July. I'm guessing like around the 13th too. I'm guessing. I don't know. And then over here we have Starfire, which you could tell also by the shape, and it has also been released. And Starfire, I'm guessing they're doing 1 DLC character per month. So Starfire should be released sometime in August, maybe like beginning or middle of August. And those are pretty much all the fighters for the Fighter Pack 1. Now come the other characters, which are, some of them are really obvious to try to guess, and some of them aren't at all. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the most obvious character, which is over here. As you can see, this looks like Black Manta. Now, this is just a silhouette, like this could be a teaser, like some of the characters that you see here that haven't been confirmed might not even appear in the game at all. It might be like a little tease. But I mean, from seeing the shape, you can like really guess that it's Black Manta. Now, we haven't had like any reports on Black Manta being out, although I think we had some like gameplay design maybe. So I mean I really wouldn't care if Black Manta came out, because he's not like one of my favorite characters. But to be honest, I think he would be a pretty cool character. Now let's move on with the second pretty obvious character, which is over here. Now, this one, to me, he looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Now, to be honest, we already have 1 Mortal Kombat character coming out, which is Sub-Zero. And I don't know, this is my opinion, but the DC universe has many characters they could use that could be like really good fighters, and they could be more interesting than another Mortal Kombat character. I think like just 1 is enough. Because this game is mainly about DC. If you want to play like Mortal Kombat characters, you can go and play Mortal Kombat. I know, it's just my opinion, but Raiden would be kind of cool with his lightning power and all that stuff. I don't know. But, it's not really, like I said, it's a silhouette, so you never know if it's really going to come out or not. And now let's move on to the next obvious character, which is over here. Now, obvious and confusing at the same time. As you can see, we have a small character, a really tiny character right here. Now, obviously, this probably is the Atom. Now, the Atom has those powers to shrink down to like small size. But to be honest, I don't think they would put him like that. Like, as you can see, every other character is like, you can see their faces are like, a self-portrait mode. And then you just have Atom, the tiny little dude. You can barely see him. I don't know if they would, maybe they're teasing him, sort of. I would love to have Atom in the game. I bet you could get some like amazing combos with his like shrinking, but then like, what if he's just like that small in the game? Like, what if he doesn't grow or shrink? You know, I mean, there's like all these like theories and guesses that you can do, but I don't know. Am I excited to see the Atom? Well, I mean, to be honest, um, I think he would be a good character, but I'm not so excited to see him. That is, if he is released, because this is just a silhouette. So I mean, they could be teasing him. They could be teasing someone else. I mean, it could be a completely different character. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. All right, now let's move on with another obvious character. Let's go over here with what seems to appear as Enchantress. Now, I think Enchantress would be a good character with her like magic and stuff, but I don't know. Something tells me that this might not be Enchantress. It might be another character. Like, you can obviously tell by that long hair that it's a girl, obviously. But now this is just my prediction. I think it might be Mera from Aquaman, you know? Um I don't know, it's just a weird guess I had. I mean, they could be, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, you can't really say that a character is going to be officially released, you know, just by a picture. I mean, I don't know. That's my guess. I mean, I'm good with either way. With Mera or Enchantress, I'm pretty cool with that. So now comes the two hard characters that are really difficult to guess. These are the ones that have people had most trouble on guessing on, because they're like really hard to figure out. So first off, let's start with the one in the corner over here. Now, as you can tell, he looks like a pretty big dude. I mean, I don't know who he would be. To be honest, I've had like a really hard time trying to guess this. Like, first you have to try to guess, is this gonna be another Mortal Kombat character or is this gonna be a DC character? Because you can't really tell. But like, to be honest, I can't really decide who it is. I hope whoever it is a good character that can be played well. You know, I just don't want it to be like one of those bad characters that don't get really used that often. Because like, these are DLC characters. So I mean, the idea is to have them like really good, cool looking characters. Like Red Hood is an amazing character for me. I had an amazing time playing with him. And I still am, actually. I mean, like, I'm still using him today. But if I had to guess, I mean, if I had to guess one character, it would probably be, you know that I forgot his name. I mean, I'm sorry if I offend you, but I don't really like play Mortal Kombat that much. I mean, I have the game, but I just don't play it that much. I remember there's this rock dude in Mortal Kombat, you know? You know, he's like an earth type power that uses rocks. I mean, that would be like my guess of that character. But like, it's just really hard to tell. I mean, you can't really tell at all what this person has. You can't tell if he has a hoodie on or if he is just like, I don't know. I mean, some other guesses have been like, oh, it's probably Azrael, you know, for that character from Batman. I mean, he wouldn't be too bad of a character. I mean, I'm pretty excited. I would be like pretty excited for Azrael to be in the game, but I don't know if they're gonna include another Batman character, because they have already many Batman characters in the game. And I don't know if another one would like help. But yeah, that's my guess. That's my prediction. I don't really know. I mean, I'm good either way with Azrael or with the you know, the Rock character from Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But now let's move on with the last character over here. Now, this character is really hard to tell. I mean, I guess you can tell that his collar is sort of like lifted up. But to be honest, I don't know. Like, people are saying that this is going to be one of the Watchmen characters, but I honestly, like, don't have any clue. I mean, to be honest, I think it might be Constantine, because, well, Constantine would be an amazing character in my opinion. I think he would be so cool to use in this, because I don't know about you guys, but I love Constantine. He's just amazing in the comics. and I would be really excited to see him in the game. But I don't know. Yeah, this character is just really hard to guess. I mean, many people have different ideas on who it can be. It's really hard to try and see. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait to see who this character actually is. I mean, man, it's just really tough trying to figure it out. But yeah, I know this video has been like relatively short compared to my other ones, but yeah, I just want to like get this out of the way, because it seems to be a pretty hot topic right now, and many people are trying to debate, and I just wanted to give my ideas to see if you guys, like, maybe, I don't know, you take it in mind, or, like, you say why you don't think it's that character, or whatever. So, yeah, going back to that character, to be honest, I think, you know, this is just my wild guess. I'm not like, you know, this is gonna be like a pretty weird guess of a character, but I think that this character might have a small chance of being Nightwing. Now, I know, don't freak out. Okay, now here's why. First of all, in the Injustice comics, Nightwing died. Okay, that's one of the reasons why he didn't appear in Injustice 2, because in the comics he was killed by Damian Wayne. Now in the Injustice 2, now in the Injustice comics, he was also revived later on during the comic book series. Now, can this be Nightwing with his collar raised? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see Nightwing back in Injustice 2. I mean, he was my favorite character in Injustice 1. I had an amazing time playing with him, and I would love to see him back. I mean, I don't know if he is going to be back, but it's just a wild guess, you know. It has probably very little chances of actually being Nightwing, but it's just another little idea to put out there. Just my opinion. Alright guys, well that's about all the time we have for today. Oops, I am so sorry guys. I almost forgot to say some of the most important predictions I had. I just completely forgot about them, so I'm gonna go ahead and say them like really fast. Alright, so now going back to Raiden, as you can see, this might be a teaser for someone who has electrical powers. And the only other person I can think of that in the DC universe is Static Shock. Now Static Shock has been requested a lot, and I think we got some gameplay design of him. And now maybe Raiden comes and they have an exclusive like skin with Static Shock, you know, like a premiere skin of Static Shock with him. I don't know, but I would be pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for Static Shock if he comes out. I would definitely be using him a lot more than just Raiden. But yeah, so now let's go with my other DLC prediction, which is over here. Now this is one of the hard ones, and I can't really like get my finger on it. Like, you know, I can't really decide who it is, but some of my other predictions are that maybe, just maybe, it's Spawn. I don't know. Maybe it could be, maybe it's not. I have no idea. It's just a little wild guess that I have. I mean, Spawn has been requested a lot, and he would be an amazing character, to be honest. I would love to see him in the game. And now another prediction for that character would be Red Tornado. Now I know, just think about it. Look at his collar. And then, I mean, Red Tornado has like the same type of collar that he does. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he would be inside the game or if he would be a DLC character. Like, I don't know, but to be honest, Red Tornado, I mean, I guess I could see some pretty good combos with his like wind type of power, I guess. But I don't know. I wouldn't be too excited for him if, like, you know, we have already like a lot of robots. Well, not really, but I don't know, whatever. Let's move on to my other prediction, which is obviously, well, not obviously, but this is just my prediction. It might be Martian Manhunter. Now, I know he was already a DLC for Injustice 1, so I don't know if they would bring him back as a DLC again for Injustice 2. It's just a random guess, but I don't know. He might come, he might not. I don't know. And of course, we have Rorschach, which I already mentioned earlier on in this video, which is probably gonna be that character, like most likely. I don't know. I just hope it's one of those. Now moving on, let's go to the other hard character, which is over here. Now, this guy, you can tell that he's a big dude. So one of my predictions is that it might be Solomon Grundy. Now, I know Solomon Grundy was already in the first game. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't really a good character. I didn't really like him that much. But I don't know, something tells me that it's not Solomon Grundy, but it's just a prediction, you know? Just a guess. Another one is that it might be Killer Croc. Now, unfortunately, there's one problem with this, and that is that Killer Croc is already in one of the stage transition scenes. You know, I mean, it's the same problem with Black Manta. He's already in a stage transition, and it would just be weird using that character and then him appearing when you kick the opponent into a different stage. I don't know. He might come out. I mean, it could be. Could be. Another one. Now, this is a character that I would love to see, and many of you guys have requested for him, and it is Beast Boy. Now, one problem, Beast Boy is not that big. Okay, that's the only problem. Unless if he's like in his gorilla form, you know, he's already in an animal form, and then he like turns back human once he appears on stage. And I don't know. I mean, it would be pretty weird. Like, why would they do that? You know? I mean, I would be really excited. Would be really excited for Beast Boy if he comes out, but like, I don't know. It's really hard to try to guess with that dude there. Alright, and my last prediction, going back to this dude. Sorry, I forgot to mention him before too. What is going on with me today? Alright, so he might be Ra's al Ghul. Now, I mean, you can't really just tell if it is or if it's not, but many people have thought that this might be Ra's al Ghul. To be honest, we already have Robin, which already is part of the League of Assassins. We also have Red Hood. I mean, I don't think it's necessary to have Ra's al Ghul too, but I guess he would be a pretty cool sword fighter. I mean, against Robin, I don't know. That's just a prediction. I mean, they could be obviously teasing this character for someone else, you know? Like that Black Manta, it could be a teaser for another Aquaman character, you know? I mean, the same thing goes for Enchantress if you see her there, or the Atom. You know, I mean, you can't really decide. So yeah, that's about all the time we have for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, could you go ahead and please leave a like down below, and while you're doing that, go ahead and click on that subscribe button for more amazing content like this. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and comment down below what your DLC predictions are. And with that said, guys, I will see you in the next video. This is Cody signing off. Goodbye.